Today is about product research. So it's been a minute since I've done any sort of product reviews or product research. For that reason, today we're going to be doing part 3. And there's a few examples which I've prepared. So I would like to give you some feedback on them, why I would rate them as good products. And surprisingly, today on today's list, some of them are going to be pump and dump. So this is going to be like the 1% of the pump and dump products which I would put an exception on, but the rest are still going for the branded way. So today is all about product research. There's actually a few products which I've wanted to test, but I already have my winner and I'm working on a second winner, which is going to be here very soon. So I would rather just share it with you guys and give you my overview, my opinion on why I think they are winners. And this way you're gonna have a better eye on picking your next winners as well. So I'm gonna refresh your mind a bit. How do we pick winners before I show you the examples? There's a few points of a criteria which I've made in the past. Highly recommend you check it out if you haven't. It's in this bootcamp. I believe it was day 14. But yeah, quickly, I'll go through it. One is you want to make sure that it can be marketed in many angles. So whatever product you want to pick, make sure that you can pick one product and run it for a year. So whether it's Christmas, whether it's Easter, whatever, Halloween, you could market it for any season. And that's just for the seasons, of course. Other than that would be the angles. So right now I would be using this product for the, I don't know, fashion niche or style niche. Next would be car niche. Not many products can be done that way, but if you could find a product which you could just change the angle that easily, then you have a higher chance of winning with that. So one is flexibility. Two is longevity. Three. So longevity, how can you figure that out? The product, again, it's very linked to proven concepts. So if you can find a product which has competitors who has been running for more than 1 year, 2 years, then that's one of the, good signs that you could run this product. But apart from that, you could also review the product by yourself or check their content, whether they have been changing their marketing angles depending on what sort of incoming holiday there was. So for example, now we have Black Friday, then Christmas. If you can find a product which has been running for longer than a year and they're changing the way they're marketing the product successfully and they're going viral, then you have this one checked. And then the flexibility again is regarding the marketing. So honestly, these two are very linked. The main difference between point 1 and point 2 is that one is more about the angles and point 2 is about your competitors. So finding products which are proven to work and then which has the possibility of being marketed in different ways. 3, honestly, the first two are perfect, but 3 is optional, which I personally love the most, which is custom. So if you could somehow customize your product so that you would lower the barrier or increase the barrier of entry but lower competition as an outcome, then you have a winner. Sometimes it might require you some upfront costs, so for example getting the boxes or getting like a name on the product, but I wouldn't recommend you pay upfront. I would say just try to find a product which is free to customize. There's a lot of products out there. So we're gonna keep it at 3 points. There's more points, but you'll find it in my bootcamp. These are the top ones. So based on this, we can check the list which I've made. So this is more of a very recent product which has been going viral. And actually, I will tell you why this is going viral again. This is a very basic product. By the way, you could see this page has been all over the place. One day they're testing like a random car product, and then next day it's a massage product. So I'm not sure what they're doing really. I guess they're just yeah. I'm not sure why they did this. Primarily because they didn't make sales with the previous product, but yeah, you can see here they are going all in on the new product. But let's watch this. So you can see they're going for the prototype format, which is a proven format. Okay, it's a very old concept. It's a very old format, but they're bringing it back for a car product. If you know, you know. If you've been in the car niche, you would know that this is a easy, if not the easiest way to go viral. So they're doing this, and honestly, just like the atmosphere, like the environment, is just too satisfying to watch. And you can see the I'm not sure whether they did this for Christmas or not, but there you go. So yeah, they showed you like at the start, which is really bad. They could use the same concept for Christmas, by the way. There's so many ways to market this product. I'm not sure if they can do like different lights, but if they can make it like a Christmas tree, that would be an insane angle for Christmas. Anyways, this product, we've seen it work for other people in the past. They've done it for cars, not for bikes. So this is why this product worked. It has flexibility. So as you can see, the first point is checked. And that's just one point. The second point is this is a proven product. We've seen a lot of products or a lot of pages which ran this product at least for half a year. I've seen personally a lot, but then they stopped. So this guy came up with an old proven product and then changed the angle, and now he has a new winner. Now, regarding the sales, we still have no idea whether he's making sales or not, because if I were to guess, I mean, he had to create his page very recently. October sale. I would change October sale to early Black Friday sale. I mean, he has good bundles. That's really good. I mean, they don't look good. I would definitely add a different bundle, such as Kaching. That one is way better. He has upsell here. Interesting. Helmet lights. I like this. Yeah, the website is really good. Is this AI? Are all of these AI? Yo. I actually can't tell if this is AI. Regardless though, this looks really good. Okay. Yeah, the store looks really good, I have to say. I like this a lot. Okay. I mean, I'm sure this is gonna be looking better on mobile, but I think, I mean, the image is just your next level. I'm trying to figure out if this is real. I mean, it shows the background very clearly. I think this is a real. This is like a video. Anyway, yeah, I'm actually kind of shocked with the store. Looks very promising. So if he could do this properly, I would say he has to archive like the old content. It just doesn't make sense. Like, I personally would never purchase from someone who's doing this. So hopefully you have a good idea of why this product is on my list for today. It's a very simple product. You could argue it's a pump and dump product, but the fact that he just brought a new angle to it, and then he based off his option or his choice of running this product by the fact that people in the past have made money with it, made it a good decision. So although it's not custom, it's fine. He still got the first 2 points. So that was for the first product. Let's check this one. So this is heavier on the custom side. This is one example. There's a lot of new angles which I've never seen before. So one of them is this. So they're using the ultrasound pictures as Legos, which is, again, following the second point, which is a proven concept. So why did they go for this? Recently, there's been a lot of products which went for the mother niche, specifically going for the ultrasound pictures. So whether it was the orb, primarily the orb, now it's the Legos. So they're following a proven angle and then taking it to the Legos, primarily because it's custom. So, I mean, even the third one. So this one ticks all the three boxes. It's custom, it has proven concepts, because also there's a lot of Lego products which sells. Well, not Lego, but you know what I mean, like the bricks, which works. And then the marketing angle is proven to work. There's another example of the same concept, the bricks, which is actually going way more viral. This one. I would actually give more credit to this person because they're doing it in a way more innovative way. So the marketing is very, very different. I'm gonna have to look for a video which is like viral. Maybe we can find the viral video. I thought they're going more viral, but the looks of it, it's taking them some time. Okay, let's pick one of the okay, this one, 300k views. Actually, hold on. Okay, it's safe to watch this, I guess. I thought something else was here. So the start was she throws the gift. There's an unpacking which looks very organic, very raw. It doesn't look like a script or like a dropshipper. Okay. We don't often see this sort of way of marketing. And then the best part is there's like a storyline which gives it more emotion to it. Let me try to find out what the story is about. You didn't understand that first. Let me guess. Is it because she crashed his car? Okay, never mind. She didn't crash his car, which is a good deal. But there you go. So it's more like a custom Lego or custom brick product for your car, whether it's your dream car or whether it's a car that you have right now. And that's proven to work so far, at least in terms of attention. The final point would be or like final stage of figuring out whether it's worth to run this or not, is to test order. But this literally ticks all the boxes. So I would again put it on my list. Next is a very different product. I actually seen this today, and I have to say this person has one of the best websites I've ever seen. Why? Because it's simple, but it looks like, especially for someone like me who has tested everything to increase their CVR, I can see why they have everything located where it is in terms of their website. It just makes a lot of sense. Now I've checked it on mobile, but hopefully it looks good on PC. So I think this is one of their best sellers. Again, actually, let's start with the product. Why did I pick the product before I show you the story? The product by its own is not that wow, okay? But the fact that they've been running this for longer than a year tells me that this has to be a winner. That's one. And two, the approach they're going for makes it a winner. So this is one of those products which are very satisfying to watch, and it gets a lot of attention. It gets a lot of views. So you can see they're going like on average 100k plus views. So what they're doing is they're just posting very simple yet effective videos, and they're linking it to just satisfying content. So it's ASMR with some emotional sounds in the background, and that way they just get the viewer hooked. And they put a call to action, which is type teapot and we'll send it over. So I'll tell you a few facts to why this product is really good. The primary target audience is, I would assume, but I mean, you could see the comment section is filled with the female audience. So they're more likely to purchase, and the product looks feminine, to be honest. It looks like something that women would be more attracted to. And finally, they're using like an emotional sort of angle. So what's happening is they're getting a lot of engagement, and then they have a bot which just replies to everyone with the link in their DMs. This way they don't even need to do anything. They just post, and then they have a system which just does the rest of the work for them. So yeah, I bet they're getting a lot of clicks to their store every day. And then I check their store. It's really good. So they have, as you can see, I think this is Kaching. They have really clean upsells. And then they have an ebook. This is advanced strategy, which I would highly recommend. If there's a product you're running which makes sense to have an upsell or a bundle with a digital product, I would highly recommend you pick that, like to just include it. It just makes it look way cooler for or like more incentivizing for the customer to buy. Next is he has extended warranty. Again, higher AOV. So he's going for Shrine, as you can tell. Everything is on point. So you can see here the start is very clean. They are already going for early Black Friday sale. There's like some people know about this. I've noticed there's a pattern of certain group of people who are going for this really early, and I do recommend that you do this because Black Friday is closer than Christmas. So it would make more sense to actually go for early Black Friday than saying early Christmas sale. Personally, I've tested both. I'm gonna have to give it like a week or two to see which one performs better, but it would make sense for you to say pre-Christmas sale because people like to purchase early. So ebook, so digital product, they have bundles and they have upsells. And then they have reviews down here, and then they have low stock. So everything's on point. And they're going for a very strong marketing angle, which is not using tea bags, which contains a lot of microplastic. So that's the main incentive to why people are buying this. And then you would have like a more satisfying experience of drinking your tea. There's no leaves in your cup. So yeah, very simple. And then they have Facebook testimonials with likes, really, really strong social proof. This clearly looks better on phone, but it's good enough. So yeah, this is like one of the top stores of the day, and I highly recommend you guys check out these pages. This was like a short video, but I just wanted to show you some of my top picks of this week. The final one would be this, but I've shown it before. If you know, you know. The advent calendar, which is a pump and dump. But yeah, this is a seasonal product, so I wouldn't run it for longer than, by extension, to like maybe start of December. So maybe by 10th of December, you can stop posting, literally. Because people are expecting it to be arriving on 25th of December. So why did I put this on the list? Honestly, although it's not custom, let me put that here. Let me do that very clearly. So it's not custom. Proven concept, yes. This is literally been going viral for the past year or two. Like we've seen this in 2024. I'm not sure if they've been running this in 2023, but it went super viral last year. Flexibility, no. So it doesn't have the flexibility angle, but it has proven concept. Why do I still pick this? Because actually one of the fourth points, which I did not add, is barrier of entry. Guys, Next time you try to find a product and you realize that it's really hard to find it, to source it, or to even get a deal with a supplier to do it, like to start selling it, instead of quitting because you realize it's harder than what you should expect when sourcing something, look at it in a different way. So the harder it is to source a product, the better it is, because that means competitors cannot just, steal the product and run it the next day. No, they would have to spend weeks looking for the product and trying to, get a good deal with a supplier. So this is one of those products which is really hard to source. I've heard that it's officially licensed by the car manufacturers. So I personally have never tried to source it. That's why I don't know. But from what I've heard and what I personally think, I think it's officially licensed. There's no way there's a booklet and like the text and everything is like so close to the official sort of personality of the product. You know what I mean? So like everything about the product looks exactly like the brand. So there's no way this product is not licensed. But yeah, it has high barrier of entry. And honestly, I think this is a new way of dropshipping. I think what's happening is we are experiencing or we are witnessing a new way of dropshipping, because I've seen multiple products which are going for the same high barrier entry sort of products. For example, the comic Bible. So that one is also a high barrier of entry product. Why? Because it's officially licensed by an author and it's available on Amazon. So what I think people are starting to do is they're going to these manufacturers or these authors. They're telling them, "Yo, let me sell your product. I'll get you more sales, but then I wanna sell it for my price." So I think that's what's happening. It's happening with this. It's happening with the comic Bible, and I think we're gonna see it more for future products. So I'm not sure if that's true, but that's my opinion, and I stand for my opinion. I think that's what's happening. It just makes sense. Let's be real. You get them more sales. It's a win-win. So yeah, hopefully I gave you guys a quick insight of what sort of products to look for and why they are considered winners. And yeah, this was part 3 of the product research. I'm gonna be probably making another one for November, which is gonna be way more exciting because November is like the best month for sales. But yeah, what I want you to do is take the criteria and apply the same concept I've done to your products using this criteria to find your next winner. That's the most value you're gonna get from this video. So thanks for watching and see you on the next day.